2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.
I will not be regretting any of my decisions. I stand by everything I say. I will stand in truth. I will be whatever I want to be. You can try and put me in a cage, but I will break out with my rage. Because everything is just energy, and that cannot die.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.
Joy.
My name's Joy.
And I'm a Logolept.
Margaret.
Salam alaikum, ni hao, guten tag, jambo, aloha, konnichiwa, ciao, annyeonghaseyo, hello, sawadika.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, let me turn this back up. Hello. Hi, people. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Ah, that was a cute baby, wasn't it? Oh, how is everybody? Could you all hear that like techno French song that I played? You can learn how to count to 7 in French from that song. Yeah, it's my bandana. I'm wearing this bandana for 2 reasons today, and a coworker pointed out that technically it's not dress code because it could be considered gang affiliation, and I said, well, y'all know me. I'm definitely part of the Crips. I'd throw up the gang signs, I don't know. But I'm wearing it because, number one, my hair is fantastically messy. And I had to do, like, more physical labor at work today, so I wore, like, stuff that was okay for that and keeping my hair out of my face. But also, yeah, I saw several of you are concerned about how I'm feeling. I had a bad headache today, but I feel pretty good. But this morning I was concerned because my head was still bothering me and I was really not looking forward to work. So, like, I put lavender oil on my bandana, like here, right at my temples, and then I tied my bandana kind of tight so then it'd be kind of like a compress, and I think it helped because now I just have like a tiny bit of pain like right here in this temple. So yay. I am feeling better. I still am like cautiously eating. For those of you, I don't know how many of you heard / knew, I slept terribly last night, and this morning I just puked up my breakfast, and I don't know why. I felt fine. I was just like, oh, I gotta throw up. So, yay, pregnancy. And last night, I started feeling this headache come on last night. And then when I went to sleep, I was hoping that I would wake up and it'd be gone, but it wasn't. And it's just been my friend all day. I think it's because we've had like scattered thunderstorms since yesterday, so there's probably a air front moving through that's changing the air pressure. But it could also be hormones, who knows? Who really knows? So, tequila, am I right? Well, that is not the case with me. So, but we're doing good right now. And I'm starting later than I thought because I was late at work. Like, today was a really busy day at work, and I am excited to just be home and, yeah, I'm excited to be home. My bed is not made because I'm going to get in it when this is all said and done. So yeah, we're going to play some FreeRice. Yeah, you all also were commenting on the cutie at the beginning of the video, my Logolept intro. That was the same one from last week. I just didn't update it. That was Joy. She's a friend's kid, which I guess also makes her a friend. I don't know. And that video is pretty old. It's like a year or 2 old, so she's quite a bit bigger than that now, but it was adorable. She's great. So, yeah. How are you guys? And no, I'm not starting a rock band or joining a rock band. I wish. That'd be fun. But no, I'm not. Not right now. Anyway, who knows? Who knows? How are you all? I see Mino. I see Kriti. I see Pashepi. I see Rionel. So all the cool people are in here. You're drunk. Are you really? I mean, I don't necessarily doubt it. You have a lot of alcohol in your room. That's all right. You are the cool kids. Mino, can you play bass? I play drums and I sing, so we have the makings for a band. Hey, it's Mr. Rickman. What is up? Come on in here. How are you, fam? I always make a mess on stream when I'm drinking from this water bottle. I'm staring at the screen. It's 3 a.m. I'm done with 3 a.m. Can someone tell the sun to rise already? You're in the process of getting drunk. Oh no. Well, this should be interesting. Yay. Well, I'm glad you're here, Mr. Rickman. It's lunchtime for you? Where are you again? It's 4 p.m. here. That would be... Hey, Knight! Oh, you've got lemon head emotes! Aww! Yay! That's adorable. I love it. Speaking of emotes, we have emotes. Let me show you. Tabby helped me. And we've got these. Yay! They're y'all emotes. I love them. We also have sub badges. You see that next to my name? Tabby has been a huge help. She helped me out with those. I don't have all of the... Hey, there you go! Rionel, I think you're the first sub. I think. So enjoy your badge and your emotes. I thought for sure you would want that because you have really picked up on using y'all. I love it. Look at all those badges next to your name, man. You've got a crown, you've got a sword, and you've got your talk bubble. Yay. I don't know, I mean, none of y'all absolutely have to or should do like tier 2, 1, like the 3-month, 6-month, not 1 year subscription, but just so you know what those look like, I'm proud of them. I asked Tabby to do the speech bubble, and then for each of those, for 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year, they have the Chinese, the Mandarin letters for 3, 6, and 1. Yeah, for 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. So those look pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with them. So it's like inside the speech bubble, it's got the Mandarin. I think that's cool. Hey, Zakai, an 8-year sub. You're going to sub forever. You're going to fund my child's education. Okay. So, enough about all that. I think I need to turn my mic down. Woohoo! Mr. Rickman subbed! Yay! Yeah, I'm turning down my mic. I'm also very loud today. Yay! Y'all are Logolept. I love it. Yay! I will one day be an 8-year sub. That's awesome. All right, how about we say we get into some FreeRice? I don't know how long I'm going to stream today because I'm an hour later / 30 minutes later. I start around 3 normally, but today it's like 4-ish. So I don't know if we're going to go till 5. I normally stop at... Oh, whoa! Blue Strike is here and also a sub now because of Mr. Rickman! Yay! This was not intentional. It looks like I'm holding up the little alert. Yay! Enjoy your y'all emotes and your speech bubble. Yay! Mr. Rickman on a roll. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yay! He's building a PC. Well, cool. Well, he subbed him anyway. That's awesome. He's he's part of the Logolept clan, so that's cool. Also, there was something else. Oh yeah, apparently the 3-month, 6-month, and 1 year subscriptions also have like names, and so I called them. If you're a 3-month subscriber, you're a Laffy Logolept. If you're a 6-month subscriber, you're a legit Logolept. And if you're a 1 year subscriber, you're a lifelong Logolept. I thought it was cute. I enjoyed doing that. Hey, Bomus, welcome, welcome. I'm going to say it one more time, and then we're going to get started on some FreeRice. If you are interested in being on the intro for like the stream and the video and everything, I need people. I need people to send me videos of them saying in their first languages that you are Logolepts. You subs would be great. Rionel has already done it. So, Mr. Rickman, it's your turn to tell me in your native language, hello, my name is this. I know your name. But you can just say M. Rickman if you want. It doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want. You just say, hello, my name is this, and I am a Logolept. That's all. That's it. That's all you have to do. And then you video that and email it to me. The info is right there. Moobot told you all about it. Yeah. And I would love those to have tons of lemon heads. Lemon head Logolepts. Oh, that works too, doesn't it? Yay. Yay. Oh, y'all are great. I just love y'all. Just do it. I'm hoping that May is going to come tonight. Because I feel like I need to give y'all a baby bump update, because I feel like it's gotten a lot bigger. On my little app thing that like helps me keep track of the pregnancy and stuff, it said that like last week it was saying that in the next 3 weeks, the baby's gonna grow like 3 times, and so my stomach will too, and I definitely believe that because I feel like just since last week, the baby bump has gotten a lot bigger. Like, I feel like I look pregnant now. Before, I felt like I just looked fat. Now I look like I'm pregnant. So, I feel like that's a thing that really only May is super interested in. So, I hope that she drops by, because I think I'll show that later. Okay, let's play some FreeRice, shall we? I always feel like, people always seem to do this so smoothly, where they transition from from like one thing to the other so nicely. And I just have trouble with that. So bear with me a minute while I make myself tiny. Whoop. All right. Okay, I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to have this. Okay. Are we good? Let me double check that. Yay. Okay. All right. So I was kind of thinking today about doing something that would be interesting. I mean, FreeRice is always interesting. Have I set up different scenes in Streamlabs? I don't think so. I use OBS Studio. Is that what it's called? Because I have a Mac. And so some of the setup is different there. But maybe it is in Streamlabs. I don't know. I have scenes set up in OBS, but I just don't know how to like transition nicely. Maybe that is how I do it. Maybe I just set up another one. Anyway, we will deal with that later. What did you say lept means? Lept comes from the Greek word lepsis, which means, ooh, things are happening. What's happening? Hey, a Twitch follow. I think I'm already following you. But let's go ahead and do that. But lepsis comes from, I think it's been a while since I've done the etymology video about Logolept, but it's a medical term, and it means, it's the same lept that comes from like, the main example I have was like with epilepsy, where it means like to be in a fit of something. And so if you're a logolept, that means that you're just like crazy about words. In fact, while I'm thinking about it, hold up. Let me make myself big again so you can see my beautiful, broken out, tired face. And I'm going to look up, oh, things are happening on both my phone and Shane's phone. Oh, it's people on our Facebook neighborhood group. Is there like programming in there? What are you talking about? In the etymology? Because no. It's typically a medical term. Hold on a second. I will link to you the video where I describe where the word logolept comes from, and then you all can watch it on your own time. Oh wait, that's the wrong password. That's still the wrong password. Hey, okay. Give me 2 seconds. If I go to this thing, my computer's being slow. My computer's being slow. I also feel like I'm not like congested, but I feel like my ears are kind of congested. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? My body's just being weird. Okay, here's Logolept. Get shareable link. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna post for you all. That's the video on my YouTube channel that describes where Logolept comes from. And it has way more information about where lepsis comes from and what it means, because I remembered it like a year ago when I made that video. Now I don't remember it anymore. That video is old enough that we were in our old house. So it was more than a year ago. Okay, let's play some FreeRice. No more distractions. Whoops, oh, I disappeared. There I am. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking about like I sort of want to do, I know we did Spanish last time, and that was fun because it was like a fun way to kind of brush up on my Spanish. I kind of want to do that again with French. And part of me just wants to do a language that I have no knowledge of, which would probably be Italian. Of all the ones that are here, we've got German, Spanish, French, Italian, and Latin. I feel like of those, Italian is the one that I know the least about. But what do you all think? I kind of feel like doing another language besides English. But on the other hand, we want to get all the rice. So maybe we should just rack up the English vocabulary first and then like move on to something else. Famous quotations, that could be interesting too. What was it that we did so terrible on last week? Was it world capitals? We also were not very good at world landmarks, and that's where we learned about the potato police. Was it? I think it was the world capitals that we were so terrible at last week. But I also want to take another shot at English grammar, but we can do that maybe next week if we want. we've already spent like 20 minutes just chatting, which is fine. I love you guys. Oh yes, paintings was also very bad. Oh, and literature, because their literature choices were, I feel like, super obscure. Like level 1, I think I knew one book of all the pieces that we looked at. Yes, those two were not good. So we do not have good history in the humanities. But maybe famous quotations will be better. Let's do grammar? Question mark. Rhiannell is very hesitant. I was saying earlier, I'd like to stream for at least an hour. We might go to, this kind of depends on how I feel. We're smarter than we showed last week. That is right. Last week was a rough week for everybody. Okay, good night. Start smiling. Good night, Akriti. Akriti. Take care of yourself. We learn every stream. That's right. Every stream we get a little smarter, don't we? That's right. We are better every new stream. That is right, Rhiannell. You have me on 100% and others on 5. It's because I'm trying not to... I'm looking at my sound meter. I'm trying not to max it out into the yellow and the red. I can turn it up if you want me to. Or I can just be generally louder. I could turn it up. I'm okay with that. How's this? Is that better? I turned it up. But if it's too loud, y'all tell me. And I'll turn it back down some. Let's do it. That should be good. Better. Okay. Yay. I'll try not to get too excited because I see that even when I'm a little loud, I'm in the red. And I don't want to peek it. Okay. So far, there's votes for famous quotations and English grammar. But do we want to rack up the rice before we start something new? Do we just want to do English vocabulary first, rack them up to like level 30, and then move on to something new? Because that's kind of what I want to do. Because that's how we get the most, the rice. Every now and then my brain just forgets a word. By the way, for Rhiannell and for the rest of you who are curious, I have not been doing the best on hydration today. This is my second bottle, so I'm only just now, I'm working on 50 ounces. So y'all get after me. I need to drink at least this and maybe another bottle in this stream because I need to be drinking more, especially since I puked this morning. My body is like all the fluids out. Okay. Yes, bottoms up. Okay, so let's do English vocabulary first. And rack up the rice, and then we will move on to something new. Sound good? All right, here we go. We're just gonna go. What is this? What is this? Why is this level 1? Who knows what this is? A gizarm? Gizarm? What? Is this level 1? Does anybody know this word? Maybe from video games, you might know this one. It's a halberd? I don't even know what a halberd is. These are all obviously like pieces of armor. So it's either like the nose cover on the helmet, the forearm armor, a waist leather case, like an old fanny pack. But what is a halberd? A spear with a blade on it? A spear with a blade. Don't all spears have blades on them? Or is it like a pointy spear and then there's like a blade on the sides? Sides. I don't know weaponry, guys, or armor. But Rhiannell says it's a halberd, so I'm gonna, okay. That was rough already. Let's see, to turn, beneath. Oh, no, I took the wrong one. I'm sorry. That was the wrong. I know that sweep does not mean brush. I just moved too quickly. Damage is harm. Toddler is a young child. Foolish is unwise. It helps me when I say it out loud. I'm sorry if that's annoying. Whatever. Spook means ghost. Habit is a personal custom. Probably means likely. Label is a tag. Behave is to act. Sweep is to... Now wait a minute. Sweep, like... I would have said brush. Rotate? I said brush earlier and they said that was wrong. would it be like wed? Like to sweep to sweep someone off their feet still means you move them. You sweep them off their feet with your romantic ways. Rotate? What? I said, didn't I say brush earlier? Did I imagine that? I'll have to roll back and look at it later. Detached means separate. Guidance is direction. Sweep means to brush. Hut is a shack. We just did that one. Analyze is examine. Vicious is brutal. Camouflage is disguise. I'm really behind on my my YouTube subscriptions because I've been watching Twitch so much. And so just the other day, I watched the vlog, I think from last week, the FBE vlog, where Tori kept giving Deontay such flack about his camouflage pants. She was like, there are kids in here. Why did you come in here with no pants? Yeah, I know, Rionel. Like, I don't know what happened. I was confused. This is Sparta! Yeah. I think you are on your way to Drunk Pashepi. This is, like, the most active I've seen you in a stream in, like, years. Do you know what she meant with this? I mean, yeah, I know, like, if it's camouflage, you can't see it. So she was joking about, like, if he had camouflage pants, where are your pants? Yeah, I get it. It's also an Alex thing. I know that Alex wears the camo pants all the time. But I just thought it was funny. And the camouflage made me think of it. Okay, significant means important. Manufacturer is a maker. Appreciate means value. A blockhead is a numbskull. Stabilize is steady. Rewarding is satisfying. Radiance is brightness. Overseas is abroad. Devastate is to ravage. Liking is fondness. And early challenge chalice. Yes, that's right. I heard that Gerard Butler played Leonidas with a heavy Scottish accent. There were some, I mean, Hollywood in general, they do strange things with accents and ethnicities in movies. I was talking with a friend the other day about how so many, like, brown-skinned people are played by, like, other brown-skinned people. And, like, you get a lot of people of Latino descent playing Asians and lots of Asians playing, like, well, I mean, Indians technically are Asians, but, like, East Asians playing Indians and whatever. And it gets really just like, no, don't do that. There are plenty of good actors and actresses in that ethnicity with that accent. Why not just use them? Anyway, agony means pain. Prickle is a thorn. Midst is in the middle. Craze is mania. I have to reposition, sorry. Discharge. None of those? Oh, release. Okay. Luminescence is like a glow. Just facts. Nobody in the cast of 300 was of Greek descent, and all the accents were basically US or British. Yes. I think it is so funny if you will watch movies. A lot of the time, if it's supposed to be like a foreign person, they will have a British accent, because to Americans, like, British is English, but it still sounds like different and exotic. I think that's always really funny, where it's like, isn't this person supposed to be, like, French? Why are they British? You know? And even, like, if you get into Aliens, a lot of times the aliens will have British accents. I just think that's particularly funny because Hollywood is, like, an American, entertainment company. I just find that funny. Yes, I heard that the US thought Sparta was not a real place. I believe that. Okay. Exasperate is greatly irritate. I am exasperated by the state of US geographical intelligence. My known included. My known? You could say my known. It's kind of old, but whatever. I'm old school. Crips. Amphitheater is an arena. Maternal is motherly. Saber is a sword. Wary is cautious. Dwell means to inhabit. Peachy means dandy. These are all the first one. What's going on? Oh, patio does not mean beloved, even though I do love my patio. It's a terrace. Repulse is to jiggle. Jiggle is just a funny word. Repulse is to drive back, yeah. Attire is clothes. Kinship is relatedness. Because we need to help Americans get maps, like such as christen means to baptize. Picturesque. even though we could get into the Greek of that, but that's interesting. That's a discussion for another day. Picturesque, I'm saying it wrong, is pretty, like a picture. Contagious is communicable, yes. Sass, back talk. Indistinguishable is identical. Statuesque is grand. Barbarity means inhumanity. Statuette is a figurine. Backlash, repercussion. Personify is to amputate. No. Upheaval is disturbance. Prude is a really proper person? I guess so. Wait, what word am I thinking of? Crude? I was thinking of crude. Okay, no, never mind. That's a different word. Furtherance is advancement. I heard some people in the US thought Pandora was real. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, Pandora, the word Pandora has several, like, mythological things, right? Like Pandora's box. I say mythological. I was also thinking of the Pandora radio. There's the Pandora Jewelry Company. So in those cases, except for Pandora's box, I guess, those are all real. Like Pandora radio is a real thing. The Pandora Jewelry Company is a real thing. Pandora from Avatar is not real. And Pandora from Pandora's box is not real. Here's another story. Here's your first story. The first, like, it's not the first computer we had, but like the first, how can I explain? So my first computer was a green screen Mac that my dad had. The next computer that we had was a Windows 95. And the Windows 95 that we had came with a couple like kids games. Oh, we need to reset the story time command. And the games that we had on that, I'm surprised at how well I remember those games and like how much they taught me. Like one of them was really dumb. It was called Turnaround Turtle and it was for like toddlers. It was really dumb. Like good grief, how old was I? I was in second grade when we got our first computer. And I remember thinking like Turnaround Turtle is so stupid and like immature and for little kids. It's dumb. But we also had Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. So I learned a lot from that. We had a CD that I really loved called Ocean Explorers, which still to this day, like I have a lot of knowledge about fish from Ocean Explorers. And we also had this, I don't remember what it was. Maybe, no, it wouldn't have been Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, but we had this other thing that I guess told stories. Maybe it was just about myths or something. But anyway, I remember learning about Pandora's box from that little game that came with our computer, this little CD. It taught me a lot. And so anyway, when I think of Pandora's box, I kind of think of two things. I guess here's our second story. When I was in high school marching band, one of the shows, it was actually my favorite show that we did, was called Pandora's Box. And it was like a musical, what would you call it? Like a musical narrative that described Pandora's box, where it was like the first song was the creation of Pandora, the second box was her opening the box, and then the third box was like all this crazy stuff that goes out, and then the fourth box was hope and like optimism. It was really beautiful. It was a cool show, and like I played let's see, what year was that? That was freshman year, so I played bass drum, and it was just a really cool show. Like the music was really good, the drummings were really good, the set was really good. Anyway, it was just great. So Pandora makes me think of that game that I played in second grade on my Windows 95 and my high school marching band show, my freshman year. I am drinking. Watch me. And I'm splashing myself. Let me see if I can go and finish this bottle. Hold on. I'm just going to chug it. Just kidding. I can't chug it very well. But I do think I can finish it. Hold on. Maybe like 2 more gulps. 50 fluid ounces, baby. Okay. All right. Let's get back to FreeRice. We're only on level 19. Oh no. Okay. I gotta keep going. I'm dawdling. I'm lingering. Concoct means to devise. Unilateral means one-sided. Vigilant means watchful. Crackpot Crackpot? Why do we have crackpot? Are they trying to say that's eccentric? Why is crackpot a word here? What? I thought it was crockpot at first, and then it was crackpot. Why is crackpot a word on FreeRice? I guess it's eccentric. What? Okay, anyway. Distinguished is illustrious. Virtually is nearly. Embodiment is an incarnation. Indolence is laziness. Lollygag is to dawdle. Headsman is an executioner. Erratic is irregular. Negate means to nullify. Denounce. That'd be criticize? It's stronger than criticize. It's more like to do away with, to go back on. Yes, lollygag is a great word. If I ever, like, get an old pet, like if I ever adopt an old dog or something, I would love to name him Lollygag. Emissary. Is that a messenger? It's emissary. That's what it is. Not what did I say first? It's an emissary. Petty means trivial. Degeneration is decline. Primal means original. Gentry is the aristocracy. Mycosis. Is that this? Because it's a disease. Yes. Okay, now we're getting into things that are harder. Stellar means outstanding. Affluence is wealth. Enshroud means to cover. Jurisprudence is law. Abound is to be plentiful. Lousy is just like bad. That would be contemptible. Mundane is ordinary. Piddlin. Oh, this is a great word. This is a southern word. You piddlin. It's not, I wouldn't really say it's trivial. Piddling is a verb. Bomus, you got me on this? Are you here, Bomus? Piddlin is a southern word. If you piddle around, that means that you're wasting time, right? Or you're not getting to the point. I mean, that trivial would be the best word, but is it an adjective? Like, I mean, you could turn it into an adjective if you made it like a participle, like a piddling person. Is Boma still here? Curious what he thinks about piddling. I also know, I don't know if this is the origin of piddle. Like, it comes from pissle, so it's you know, that's still pretty common in British English. But there's a potty training toy. This is, I guess, story number 3. There's a potty training toy for boys that's called piddlers. And it's kind of like those things that when you put it into water, it'll like become bigger and make like a, you know, a shape like a little dinosaur or something. So a piddler is something that you put in the toilet bowl, and it's for little boys to aim at when they're peeing. And so it's kind of, it has to do with like pissing. So piddling is like the idea of you're just wasting time, you're not doing anything serious. And like, it can be sort of insulting. So if you say like, quit piddling, you know, it's like, what are you talking about? But I think more generally, it's like an idea of you're just, like you're wasting time, killing time, something like that. So anyway, it's kind of an interesting Southern term that I think you mostly hear in the South. Flotilla? That seems like it's Spanish. Flotilla? That's a small fleet, I would think. Yeah, okay. Hypermetropia. Okay, hypermetropia. So hyper is extra something. And it seems like it would be, I mean, my instinct is it's farsightedness. It would not be a squid and it would not be a descendant, right? Yeah, it's tortilla spelled wrong. Yeah, is it farsighted? Hypermetropia. None of those words have to, or none of those, what's the word? None of those words have to do with vision, though. Is it a specific type of farsightedness? And I always get farsighted and nearsighted confused. farsighted, like, and I mean, it shouldn't be confusing, but just in my brain it is, where if you're farsighted, you can only see things far away. If you're nearsighted, which is what I am, you have trouble seeing things far away. You can only see things close up. It's just normal farsightedness in Latin. Interesting. But there's nothing in there that indicates vision. I mean, metropia, I would think that that would have to do with, like, transportation, right? Or city dwelling. Anyway, I don't know. I want to look it up. Why not? Let's go to etymology.com. One day I want to do a stream where we just play around on etymology.com because it's so much fun. Hypermetropia. Forecasting or prescient. 1878 in reference to a defect of the eyes. Hypermetropic. See far and sight. Oh, well, this just tells me, this doesn't tell me much about those words. Anyway, okay. Interesting. Okay, burnish. Oh, is that where you know why you have those fires? Burnish. I'm thinking it's to polish, or is it Polish, as in Paszepi? Paszepi is burnish. But I would think maybe it's, I don't know this word. It seems like it's a verb. Well, all of these are verbs, I guess. I'm thinking maybe polish. I'm going to say that. We'll see. A, it's right. Potable means fit to drink. I know that because of my time in China. You had potable and non-potable water. Petulance is grouchiness. Yes. Kelp is seaweed. Verisimilitude. That's this one. Laudable is jolly. What? Oh, I didn't look at all the praiseworthy is a better answer. I didn't look at all the answers. Okay, well, that's level 30. Let's get to 1,000 grains of rice, and then we'll move on to grammar. Enigma is a riddle, and bobble is this. Oh, like a bobblehead. Is that how you spell bobble? I thought it was B-O-B-B-L-E. Huh. I have to answer one more. Laudable is praiseworthy. Okay. Yay, we made 1,000 grades of rice. Woo! Okay. Let's do English grammar. And then after a little bit of English grammar, we'll do famous quotations. Okay, which is correct. Now this is, I want to do something a little different here. I want you all to tell me the answer. We're going to do it like a class. I typically, a lot of my teaching style is really hands-off. Like, I act like an idiot sometimes in class. That was a method I learned from a professor of mine that I thought was really funny. Here's story number 4, I guess. She would always, like, especially, she was a French professor that I had. And when we were reading a story, she'd always be like, did this happen? Did it happen this way? And we'd be like, no, Dr. Thomas, no, it didn't happen that way. And it was so funny how, like, we felt like we were, no, this is my 4th story. That's not wrong. It was funny how I felt like a little kid, but I was also having a lot of fun. Like, I knew she was doing it on purpose, and it was to make us remember, you know, the story. And so I did that in my class. Oh, the second answer, I see. I did that in my class too. And my students were the same way. They were like, no, Miss Taffy, no, you know that that's wrong, you know. And like, to the students, it feels really good to correct the teacher. And everybody kind of knows it's a game, but it's still just funny. And so, but I've never had a class that has not liked that. So even though I would say the second answer is more correct, that is not technically anymore the absolutely correct way of doing that. And it may just be because it's a little out of date. But when you use quotation marks for a title, that typically denotes that it's a shorter work, like an article or like a short story or something like that. If it's a longer title, like a book, you would either underline it, which is a little out of date too, or the best thing to do is to italicize it, to use the italics. But it's definitely better than not doing anything. So yes, that's correct. Wait, what? You wrong, FreeRice. You wrong. Why? Maybe it's because, I don't know. Maybe it's for that reason, but that's wrong. Okay, which is correct? Is it blue jay, Lowercase or uppercase? Hey, Lucky 7. Hello, hello. We're doing grammar. Okay, Rhiannell says it's the first one with no uppercase, all lowercase. I actually am not sure if I know the answer to this. I think I know. I have a guess. The first one, second. Oh, different answers. Ho, ho, ho. Pashepi is now gone. I said earlier that this was the most active I've ever seen him in chat, and then he disappeared. So I can honestly see it either way, because I was told in English all is lowercase except people's names. That's not true. So blue jay is the name of a bird, right? So I think it's lowercase, but I could also see how it could be uppercase. It's got to be lowercase. Yeah, okay. Because now that I'm thinking about it, that's stupid. Like, you wouldn't capitalize cardinal. You wouldn't capitalize crow. It's all going to be blue jay. Okay, which is correct? The computer doesn't make sense to me. Oh, this is punctuation. Do you need a comma or a period here? Does it need to be 2 sentences or 1? The computer doesn't make sense to me. It came without a manual. Also, what's happened here? Why, it does not. Yeah, if the bird was named Pete, that would be different. That's right. Pete the blue jay. Well, which one of these is correct? Is it 1 sentence or 2? Hey, I'm at work, so I can watch a little with the sound off. I thought you may have followed me on Twitch, but I was just thinking about Instagram. I checked the followers, and you're not there. I'm changing that right now. Because I know you're following me on Instagram. I thought I followed you too. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I'm going to get on it. Oh, also, Start Smiling sent me a message. Yay. About my headache, my headachicha. Rickman, there you are. I'm following you. Yeah. I'm following you. I don't know if it's Portuguese or not, Mino. I think it's just a typo. Also, let me check to see if I am following you on Twitch. Because even if you don't stream, I'll still follow you. I will follow you, yeah. I will follow you, yeah. There you are. I'm following you now. Hey. All right, back to it. Okay, so I think it probably is different in German. Okay, so you think it needs the comma? Any other guesses? Anybody? I think the guys are going to the pool. Yep, they're going to the pool. I thought about going to the pool too, but I'm not going to. I would say comma. And yes, comma has 2 M's. If it was 1 M, that'd be coma, which is a different word. Okay, so 2 votes for the comma. You are wrong. I'm sorry. So if you separate 2 independent clauses with a comma, that's called a comma splice. There's actually, like, if you had a comma splice in an essay or something, there's 3 ways you can fix it. One is to just make it separate sentences, which is the first case, which I'll go ahead and say that's the correct answer. The second choice is that you could do a comma and a conjunction. So like in this case, you could say, let's see, this computer doesn't make sense to me. It came without a manual. So like you could say, this computer doesn't make sense to me. Also, it says doesn't makes. What? That's also wrong. FreeRice, your grammar is disappointing me. This computer doesn't make sense to me, comma, and it came without a manual. That's another way to fix it. A third way is with a semicolon, which is the dot and the comma together. So the reason why, like, this is actually a really common mistake. So, like, don't feel bad if you missed it. Like, a lot of English speakers make this mistake too. I see it all the time. Even this guy who's writing a book, he has a ton of comma splices. The easiest way to remember it is that if you look on either side of the comma, is there a subject and a verb on both sides? Because yes, if there is a subject and a verb on both sides, it needs to be, that means it's 2 independent clauses. It's like 2 sentences. So you need to separate them with something stronger than a comma. So in this case, you have this computer doesn't. So computer and does are your subject and your verb. And then it came. So we have two subjects and verbs there. So you have to separate it with some sort of stronger separation than a period. You would never use a semicolon. I love semicolons. Semicolons are the best. Let me explain to you what a semicolon is like. Because a lot of people are scared of semicolons because they don't get them. Comma Splice would be a nice band name. I would be in that band. I would enjoy that. So, a semicolon, let me write it here because it helps to visualize it. So this is a semicolon, right? It's like part of the winky face. It's almost like if you put a comma and a colon together, right? So I think about if a colon and a comma got married and had a baby, they would be a semicolon. Some of my friends tease me because they say that they know if a text message is from me because it has perfect grammar and sometimes a semicolon. I really like semicolons. I use them a lot. Typically you use a semicolon if you have two thoughts where there's some sort of relationship between each other. So usually it's like a cause and effect or a first and second or something like that where there's some sort of relationship between those two clauses. So you know what it is, but you don't use it. Well, might as well start. They're great. They're great. Semicolons are great. All right, which one is correct? I can't wait for winter, capitalized or lowercase. Germans don't use semicolons. That's okay. I mean, that's fine. All right, which one is it? Should it be capitalized or not? Do I have a mosquito bite? I have a mosquito bite right there. Ouch. Uppercase or lowercase? Which one should it be? First, but thinking of Game of Thrones, it should be second. And they say winter is coming. Isn't that the beginning of a sentence, though? Or no, there's something at the beginning of it. Brace yourselves, winter is coming, right? From the meme. So Rionel says the second. Winter is a name for itself. So like Pete. So not first. Second one. Yeah, okay. I cannot wait for Pete. I have sound on for a little. Curious, and you probably mentioned it. What began your desire to be a Logolept? I've always loved language. I can tell you all about it. Actually, there's a YouTube video about it. Hold on a minute. I'll give you the link. Let's see. Can you all can't see this, can you? No, okay. I don't care if you saw it, but it would just be kind of boring. Plus, you might see a password or something. I'll put a link in here about why I love linguistics. Because I made a video about why I got into linguistics and language. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. What sounds like a naughty word? Logolept? Linguistics? Semicolon? Oh, mesoclisis? Mesoclisis? That does sound like a naughty word. Sounds like a naughty word. I don't know that word. Dare I look it up? I'ma look it up. Mesoclisis? I also want to know how to say it correctly. Clisis. Mesoclisis. There's no results. No results, Mino. Is it Portuguese? Gonna translate from Portuguese into English and say mesoclisis. It's just mesoclips, which I don't think is also a thing. Anyway. Gotcha. All right. Back to winter. Is it lowercase or uppercase? What you say? What you say? Wiktionary has it. Okay. Well, we'll look it up in a minute. So Rionel thinks that winter should be capitalized. Oh, now you're changing your mind? You think it should be the first one? No, wait. I'm confused. What about the rest of you? Mino, what do you say? What do you think? Should it be uppercase or lowercase? Duh. What do you think? What do you think? Upper. Okay. So I think this is actually a rule that I get confused. It's kind of like with directions, like north, south, east, and west. I think it's capitalized. No, it's lowercase. Rawr, 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 rawr. Is that true? Is that true? I'm going to look up Grammar Girl. Grammar Girl is my go-to guide for a lot of things. Should seasons be capitalized? Seasons such as winter, spring, summer, and fall do not require capitalization because they are generic nouns. Yeah, here you go. There's Grammar Girl. She's always on it. She even has her podcast about it. I love Grammar Girl. Mignon Fogarty, can we just be best friends? Please. Capitalizing seasons or not. Let's conclude with one more seasonal related topic that you might be wondering about. When to lowercase and when to capitalize the seasons of the year. Here's the rule. Lowercase fall, autumn, winter, spring, and summer unless the word is part of a proper name. Like the Winter Olympics, the fall semester. Okay. Also, you may have noticed from earlier that this article, you would lowercase spring equinox and summer solstice. Okay, well that makes sense. All right. I just have to remember. No, Pete! See? Game of Thrones. Putting a clinic in the middle of a verb. That's dirty. All right. Which is correct. Because our stock of iPhones is depleted, we are unable to fill your order. Oh, is it a comma or a semicolon? Which one is it? Which one is it? I refuse. Which one is it? Okay, a tentative guess for the semicolon? Raynell, if you had to pick just one, which one would it be? First one. It is the first one. Boom. And the reason why is because of this word right there. Because of because. Because makes it a dependent clause. So even though you have our stock is, even though you have that, because makes things different. So you don't need the semicolon because it's not two independent clauses. It's one dependent and one independent. Okay, you have a question? Ask me your question. Ask me your question. Let's see. Today was a bad day, but seeing Scott made it all better. Here's another one that's kind of in the similar vein. Which one of these would be correct, with or without the comma? Can you always use a comma before because? No. Most times you do not. This is a rule that has changed recently, or at least, I don't know if it's changed recently, but in my what would you call it? Like the English language textbook that I was using at my school when I was a teacher. I saw that they had a specific rule for the only time that you use commas before because is when it's a result, but then that doesn't make sense. Let's look it up just real quick. Because there is one time that you use commas before because. Most of the time you don't. Most of the time you don't need comma before because. What did I say? When do you use commas before because? Most of the time, you should not use a comma before because when it connects two clauses in a sentence. Because is a subordinating conjunction, which means that it connects a subordinate clause to an independent clause. Good style dictates that there should be no comma between these two clauses. Look at that beautiful semicolon right there in the middle. That's beautiful. An exception can and should be made when the lack of a comma would cause ambiguity. So that's true. But there is also a reason. Okay. Because has a straightforward job to do in the English language, it is one of several words and phrases used to introduce a clause of purpose. A clause beginning with because answers the question why, and that clause is automatically subordinate to the independent clause. Also, how old is this article? Because, does it have a date? Nope. Oh well. Okay, well you can read this later. I know that there is one specific time when you use a comma before because, and it's not ambiguity. But like 90% of the time, you're not going to do it. And it's a mistake that a lot of people make. I use it for explaining, like, I'm happy because now it's the weekend. Or I have to go to work because it's 9 a.m. Yeah, in either of those cases, no comma. You don't need that comma. I will give it to him. I will give. You insert the person inside the verb. Oh, is this your clitis? Also, Hydrated Bot is telling me I should probably go fill up my water. So I saw Mino's guess to this question, if you need a comma or not. The rest of you watching, let me know while I go fill this up. I'll be right back. I'm now officially the only one home. That doesn't happen very often. Shane's out playing basketball. Young and Neil went to the pool. And Ferris went out somewhere. First, again, because the Germans use it like that. Sorry for the foreign language insert. That's fine, Mino. This is the place to do that. Tell me all about your languages. Okay, so both of you are right. Yes, we need a comma here. Yay! And it's because this is exactly what I was saying earlier. Today was Scott made. Or seeing Scott. Seeing Scott? Yeah, okay, this one is a little different because that's a gerund. Seeing made. That's a weird example. But it's still got a subject and verb on each side of the sentence. Or each side of the comma. So a sentence like that, where you have a comma and a conjunction and two independent clauses on each side, that is called a compound sentence. So, yay. All right, now we've learned from our mistake, according to FreeRice. I disagree with this. This is not right. I agree with you, Rianelle. This is wrong. They're incorrect. I don't know why they're saying War and Peace should not be quotation. I think that the reason why they say that, especially because the example that they say it's a really long book, I think that the reason why they say that this one is correct is because they're distinguishing between you use quotation marks for shorter pieces and underlining or italics for longer pieces. But they don't use underlining or italics here. So it's also wrong. But anyway, they need to fix that. Okay, we also learned from this, lowercase. All right, which is correct? Mississippi River. Should river be lowercase or capitalized? What you think? What you think? What do you say? The first one, okay, Mino, what's your guess? Because of Pete. Mississippi Pete. All right. I think, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's this one. Okay, no, it's not. I was wondering, because they say this is the Mississippi River. Like, in that case, river is part of the title. I wasn't sure. on that one. But it's kind of like, it's part of the title. Just like in that example that Grammar Girl had, like the Winter Olympics. Winter is part of the title of Winter Olympics. Mississippi River, just like Atlantic Ocean, those would all be capitalized. But that one's tricky. They're being tricky. It's only level 2 and they're being tricky. But couldn't you say I'm traveling to the Mississippi? You could. You could, right? You could just omit river. That's fine. But if you have river in there, it should be capitalized because it's part of the title. So, yeah. I mean, you could just omit it. That's fine. River is part of the name, but you can cut it out. Just like if you said, like, I'm sailing on the Pacific, right? It's still the Pacific Ocean. We're just cutting it down a little bit. I mean, just like I have a first name and a last name, that doesn't mean you always need to say my last name, right? You can omit it. You can cut it out. All right, which is correct? We used to go there. With a D or not? What you think? Used. Okay, with a D. Okay, you both are right. Good job. Yay! Here are one of the boys now. Use is so wrong. Should it be is or are here? Doesn't even sound right. What was that? Is that a cat? My cat's fighting. Okay, Rhiannell says is. Mino, is. You're both right. Good job. Boom. This one's tricky. This is kind of like the idea of like a bouquet of flowers. Like boys are trying to trick you there with boys because boys is plural, but it's one of the boys. Okay. Without saying it directly, ooh, you all might not know this one. Is it implied or inferred? Without saying it directly, he implied or inferred that I stole it. This is one that not even a lot of Americans know. Not even a lot of native English speakers know. Okay, he implied. Did he imply or infer? You both got it. It's a he implied. He implied. Yay! Okay, so here's the difference. Here's the difference. You imply when you are the one doing it. Inferring is if you're receiving the information. So like this dude, whoever he is, let's name him Pete. We like the name Pete. Pete is implying that I stole it. I am inferring that information from Pete. It's kind of like learn and teach, but it's to imply and to infer. One is active, one is passive. So imply is the active one. Infer is the passive one. So there you go. All right, we learned this one already. We learned from our mistakes. Okay, there are fewer or less kids this year. This is getting tricky. This is getting hard. We're in level 3 now. This is getting to like the stuff that confuses English speakers too. But I know this rule. Rhiannell says less. Mino, what do you think? Fewer just sounds wrong, okay? Mino. Mino says fewer. Mino is right. It's fewer. And the reason why is because it has to do with if this is a countable or a non-countable thing. So you can count kids, right? 1, 2, 3 kids. If there's said something like, I usually use happiness as an example of a non-count noun. I would say like there's less happiness this year because I can't count happiness, right? 1 happiness, 2 happinesses, that doesn't work. It's something that you can't count, but you can count kids. So you can have fewer kids because it's countable, and you use less with words that are non-countable. Okay? All right, here's one that someone was asking me on another stream the other day. The effect of the cold will not affect or effect me. Is this an accent thing? No, that's a vocabulary difference. It has to do with countable and non-countable nouns. It also has to do, like, articles are largely a count and non-count thing. And that's why a lot of non-native English speakers have so much trouble with articles, because it's hard to know what is countable and what is not. Okay, is it affect or effect? Will not affect me with an A or an F, or an F, an E. Couldn't be both on this one? No, can't be both. Can't be both. All right, Raynell says affect. Mino? Double effect sucks. Cold have an effect on streamers. It affects them all. Yeah, so you're both right. It's affect. Someone was asking the other day, what's the difference between affect and effect? Affect is a verb. Effect is a noun. And the easiest way to remember it is that affect and action, and by the way, they both are pronounced the same. They're both affect. I'm saying affect to make it more obvious. But affect with an A and action both start with an A. And so you can remember that affect is an action. A. All right, which is correct? One of the ideas is or are to skip it entirely. Plural or singular? What do you think? Oh, I need to hydrate. You're right. I'm on it. I'm doing it. Okay, Mino says is. What do you say, Reno? Yep, you're both right. And it's because of one. You're right. Just like one of the boys. Here is one of the boys. All right. Which is correct. I was born on January 1st, 1900 in London. Ooh, this person is old. This person's 118 years old. Which one is right? With or without that comma? Without the comma? Okay, Rionel says without. Mino, what you think? What do you say? Without. So you both say without. You are both wrong. It's this one. So this is a rule that's not typically used a lot, but this is the correct thing. Commas are supposed to separate years. They're supposed to separate years. That's like the rule in English. What is this emote you're using, by the way? Is this the Angry Becca emote from Super Spork? I love it. Let me roll over it and see. Yeah. But yeah, it's a technical thing, and it's super small, and it's really pretty dumb. But I don't know why the reason is to have a comma to separate years. But I'm not wrong. The rules are wrong. But yeah, you're supposed to have that comma there. All right, which is correct? If I were or if I was to do that? Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky. A lot of Americans miss this. And you hear this wrong all the time in speaking. And I say it wrong a lot too. But I know what the correct rule is. It's just sometimes I don't think about it. Is it was or were? Oh, there's high fives going around. I want a high five. You both got it. Yeah, it's were. And this is a weird rule because it's an exception. English is full of exceptions because I'm singular, right? It should be was. There you go. Hey, high five. It should be I was, but the thing that makes it different is if. It's conditional, and with conditional phrases, you have to use were. Don't know why. Don't know where that came from. Probably French, but I don't know. And we're on level 4. Let's try to make it to level 5, and then we will switch subjects. Yeah, if I were a rich man. Okay, nice Fiddler on the Roof reference. All right, which is correct? They can give it to you and me, or they can give it to you and I. This one is easy. Why is this level 4? Even though maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe you all don't know it. But what do you think? Should it be me or I? Whenever you all think, I'm going to drink water. Okay, me. One vote for me. Mino, what do you say? And I will always say me. You both are right. Yes. Me is the objective form. I is the subjective form. Okay, which is correct? The show, which was on after dinner, was great. Or the show that was on after dinner was great. What do you say? You know what I said? We're on level 5. Let's answer this question and then move to a different subject. Okay, which from Mino? Which? You both are right. Yay! Now, here's the thing. That is also correct. This is probably why it's level 5. The biggest reason why which is correct is because they have those commas there. If you did not have those commas, that is the correct answer. But because it is set off as in a positive phrase with those commas, you need which. Okay, y'all did great. We made it to level 5. Let's change subjects. Let's do we said famous quotations. Is that what we wanted to do next? Let's try it out. Let's see how bad we are. All right. The best way out is through. Oh, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. See, I think about the only way out is through. Isn't that like a 90s song? Was that Alanis Morissette? Is that who sang that song? Anyway, who said the best way out is through? I don't know. It could be any of these people. I'm bad at this. Also, I'm getting kind of cold and I need to pee. So, I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm going to grab a blanket. You all think, no Googling. No Googling. But think and give me an answer. I'll be right back. Look at it. Shane's back from basketball. All right, what do you all say? Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Oh. Hi, lamp. This lamp I got from a secondhand store. I thought it looked kind of Asian. Okay. Yeah, Shane is home. He'll probably be in here in a minute. Okay. So it is Alanis that sang the song. She's not an option here, though. So we're thinking Rousseau or Voltaire. Both of them are French. Voltaire and Rousseau are both French. I don't know. This is level 1. There's 10 levels. This is bad. They're saying hi.
Hey.
You want to like lean down? There he is. Oh, did you hit your head? Okay.
Where
Oh, the computer farted. Sorry. All right. Everybody saying hi. All right. Let's just go with Rousseau. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Ow, ow, ow. No. Oh, Robert Frost. The best way out is through. 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. I don't know. Shane might know this if it's Escobar. He's been watching a lot of like drug lord type things recently. What a crazy quote. I don't like whoever said this. Shane, they want to know if you won. Did you win?
Yeah, I was just by myself.
Oh, where did you go to the Patterson Park?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you happen to know if Pablo Escobar said, or Al Capone, 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, because he's a choice, and I don't know.
Say it again.
We're doing famous quotes. So the quote says, 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. And The choices are Al Capone, Benjamin Franklin, Pablo Escobar, or Lucky Luciano, which I don't know who that is. Does that sound familiar to you in any of your drug lord TV that you've been watching?
I don't think I've heard that in the show, but it could be.
Could be. I agree, Renell. It doesn't sound like Franklin. Mino says maybe Al Capone. That sounds like a good guess to me.
By the way, you look kind of ridiculous.
I don't care how I look.
Bum.
I look like a bum.
Because, like, the quilt looks like, repairs, pieces by pieces.
It's all patched up.
Exactly, yes.
My aunt or someone made this quilt. I think. It's handmade. It's in my family. Everybody's like, wow, Shane, you called your wife a bum. Okay, are we going with Al Capone? I vote Al Capone. That sounds good to me. I don't know who Lucky Luciano is. Al Capone. Maybe yes.
Ron texting me saying that meeting tonight?
No.
No, wifey not feeling very well.
No. Thanks, Ron. I probably should put a sign up on the door. Capone it is. All right, let's see.
As long as you put that quill on you, nobody would bother.
It was Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin said that.
I guess he's also like a drug lord.
I guess he's a drug lord. Here's a fun fact. I may have said this on stream before. Here's a story, a little story. I'm related to Benjamin Franklin. He's in my family. His brother was a grandfather of mine, like way back, like 6 generations back. And we have a joke in our family that the Franklin bloodline lives on in our chin. There it is. That's the Franklin chin. I only do that for you guys. Okay. So, my mom also likes to joke that we enjoy writing because it's in our family blood. Like, it's part of our history. It was his brother, his name Thomas, I forget. Him and his brother were both in publishing. I read the autobiography of Benjamin Franklin for a class, and when he talked about his brother, I was like, hey, my family. So, Benjamin Franklin was an uncle. Uncle Ben. Lucky Luciano was an Italian mobster. Okay. All right, we are what we think. That was not Jesus. Jesus did not say that. That sounds like Cicero. That does not sound like Confucius. Did Confucius say that?
Say what?
We are what we think. What would that be in Chinese? 我们是我们想到的东西.
I have no idea.
Does it sound like something? Oh, it's Gautama Buddha. I don't know. Uncle Ben's like the rice? Yes, we have that.
It sounds more like a Buddhist.
Does it sound Buddhist? I'm not very familiar with a lot of Buddhist teachings. I think it sounds like Cicero. It's not Jesus, and it does not sound like Confucius. Maybe Buddha, maybe Cicero. I vote one of those two. Mino says Buddha. Let's go with the Buddha. That's one of... Which Buddha is that? There's a bunch of Buddhas. Hey, it was Buddha! Gautama Buddha. I think that's one of the Indian Buddhas. All right. The best way out is through. We learned that is Robert Frost. 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Uncle Ben said that. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. Is that Nietzsche? It's not Trump. Goodness. That's an old quote. I think that's Nietzsche. I don't think it's Confucius. Did Confucius say that? I'm sorry that I'm using your Chinese knowledge.
What's that?
Did Confucius say that which doesn't kill us makes us stronger?
That sounds more English.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that it's Nietzsche. Okay, they're saying it's Nietzsche. I was thinking so too. 90% of the game is half mental. That's gotta be Yogi Berra, right? An athlete would say that. Even though I don't know who Deepak Chopra is. Wait, I do know who Deepak Chopra is. I don't know who that is. It's translated out of German. Cool. How do you say it in German? Can you write it in chat? I would love to know and butcher the German for you. I think it's Yogi Bear. Was uns nicht totet, hattet uns ab. Shane's laughing at me. Was uns nicht totet, hattet uns ab. Does that sound anything like German? There was one time, here's another story time for you. We had a German foreign exchange student. Oh, I have to roll my R. Was uns nicht totet, nope, that's not how you roll it off. Hartet uns ab. It's hard for me to roll R's next to other consonants. Hartet, is that right? Okay, so my story, there was a German foreign exchange student in high school that I was really good friends with. I have a Logolept intro from her, actually. And at her going away party, she had like a bunch of German snacks, and some of them were Haribo. And I was reading the ingredients on the back of it in like really stereotypical German accent. And I was totally like being silly, but she was like, yeah, that's good. You sound German. What?
Did you hear the boys go to the...
Yeah, Neil and Young are at the pool. I don't know where Ferris went. He better come back because he's got IELTS tomorrow. Ferris is taking the IELTS tomorrow.
Why?
He has to for his work stuff. All right, the Pope, how many divisions has he got? That sounds very new. I wouldn't say any of these, right? Who would say that?
All right, I'm going.
Stalin? Churchill? All right, have fun. Are you not going to shower?
I'm going to swim.
Oh, okay. Have fun. Sounds like Putin. So maybe Stalin? That's got to be too new for Spartacus. I'm thinking Stalin. Let's go with Stalin. Hey, we were right. The lady's not for turning. What does that even mean? That sounds like it's new. Clinton, maybe? I'd say either Clinton or Thatcher. I don't know. We're not very good at this, you guys. There has not been any except for that German one that we absolutely knew. The Nietzsche one. Thatcher? You want to go with Thatcher, Rayanel? I don't have a guess. One of those two. I don't think it's Marie Antoinette or Angela Merkel. Well, let's go Thatcher. Hey, good job, Mino. You're not Googling, are you? I'm looking to Mino suspiciously. France has lost the battle, but France has not lost the war. That would not be Churchill. It'd be one of these guys. It'd be a French dude. Charles de Gaulle, Gérard Depardieu, or Francois Mitterrand. Totally Churchill. Gaulle. Okay. Do I contradict myself? Very well, then I contradict myself. I am large. I contain multitudes. Oh, this is Oscar Wilde? This is a writer. Oh, it's Walt Whitman. That sounds very Walt Whitman. He was very pompous. That's the only one, though, that I've been like, oh, I know this one. Okay. Politics is applesauce. Who's Will Rogers? I mean, it's pretty great. I knew that I contain multitudes part. That's, I am large, I contain multitudes. That's the part of that quote I know. Muhammad Ali? Or are you talking about politics is applesauce? That's a nice quote. I do like that quote. Ali? I don't know. Could be any of these guys. I kind of don't think it's Abraham Lincoln. Seems like it'd be newer than that. Plus, Abraham Lincoln had a lot of belief in politics. He was all about restoring the Union and whatnot. Muhammad Ali, maybe? Alright, let's go Muhammad Ali. It was Will Rogers. Who is that? I don't know who Will Rogers is. Civilization has made the peasantry its pack animal. The bourgeoisie, in the long run, only changed the form of the pack. Who would talk about the bourgeoisie? Trotsky, maybe? Is Will Rogers on Rhett and Link? I don't know. Talks like 5 episodes straight about Will Rogers. I mean, I feel like I know that name. Is it an old country singer? Because that would make sense. Because Rogers is a pretty common American name. In fact, Rogers are in my family. My mom's side, there are a bunch of Rogers. I also think it's Trotsky. Woohoo! True reconciliation does not consist in merely forgetting the past. Sun Tzu, Mikhail Gorbachev, Richard Nixon, or Nelson Mandela. I don't know. I don't know. We're back to level 1. We are not doing well. Nelson Mandela? Mandela. Sure. We're all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. That sounds like one of these guys. That sounds kind of like an Oscar Wilde quote. I'm going to go with that. Hey. He was very, what's the word? He was a dreamer. Like, what am I trying to say? Not optimistic, but like, what does this mean? I don't know. Dreamy. I don't know. What word am I trying to say? I can't think of it. There we go. There's Walt Whitman again. You can't hate the roots of a tree and not hate the tree. It sounds like Malcolm X. You can't hate the roots of the tree and not hate the tree. Malcolm X? At least I can always exclude one of 4, right? Mm-hmm. I vote Malcolm X on this. One of these two. Malcolm X or Carl Jung. Don't think it's one of the other two. It sounds too modern. Yeah, and given Malcolm X's ideology, I feel like that's true. Let's go Malcolm X. Yep. Politics is applesauce was Will Rogers. I've noticed even people who claim everything is predestined and that we can do nothing to change it look before they cross the road. I feel like that seems like that is an argument against predestination, which is an ideology in religion. So I feel like it might be one of these guys who are both pretty staunch atheists. You think? Sartre? Jean-Paul Sartre? Sartre? I would have said not Hawking. Bertrand Russell, maybe then? Like, it seems like it's kind of a rough thing to say. Bertrand Russell's a pretty rough guy. Let's go Bertrand Russell. It was Stephen Hawking. Boom, boom, boom. I was going to say we go to 1,300 grains of rice. Someone's honking outside. I was going to say we go to 1,300 grains of rice and then change subjects. It's 1310, so how about we change subjects? Because we're doing so badly at this. How about it? Got like 20 minutes left. Let's do our old favorite, shall we? Let's do countries on a map. All right. Do I need to make the screen bigger? Oh, that's the wrong. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, I clicked the wrong thing. No, that's pretty big. Okay, this is Cuba. That's Chile. I know that one. I'm getting better, you guys. Oh, we've had this one several times. And I don't remember. What is this one? Oh, no. What is this one? Is it Laos? I'm Laotian. Oh, it's Vietnam. Vietnam. Oh, no. What is this? It's one of these 3. Is that Denmark? I'm going to trust Rienel on that one. That's Mongolia. Yay. Is that... oh, this is bad, you guys. That's Ireland, isn't it? Yeah. This country is... I don't know. Belgium? Luxembourg? It's not Germany or France. Luxembourg. Okay. Oh, Mino. Help. Is that Bolivia? It's not Brazil and it's not Argentina. Is it Paraguay? Okay. This country is, I think it's Eritrea. It's not Saudi Arabia. It's too small for Sudan. Is it too small for Ethiopia? Eritrea. Okay. This is Haiti. Right? Oh, I get those two mixed up every time. It's Vietnam. Oh no, we need Pashepi. I summon Pashepi. Pashepi. Is it Slovakia? Okay. I'm going with, I'm guessing. I'm going with you. Okay, so this is the DR. That is Libya, isn't it? Yeah, that's Libya. Yeah. We just said that was Slovakia. Oh, whoops. No, it was a different one. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, what is this? Slovenia, Austria, Italy, or Croatia? I don't know. I don't know. I know. I thought it was the same one. It was the one just underneath it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is this one Slovenia? This country is this Guyana? I don't remember. Trinidad? Is that right, Mino? Where the pirates land. All right. Okay, so this one is Hungary. Yes, because it's south of Slovakia. Is that right? Okay. Hungary is also what I am, and Shane has told me he has leftover Chick-fil-A in the fridge for me to eat. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, what is this? What even is that? Where is that? I don't know what that is. What is that? North of Greece? Would that be Macedonia? Okay. Yay. This country is, I don't know, what is that? What is that? Slovenia, you both say. Did we just did Slovenia. Did it look like that? I have bad memory today, you guys. Oh, what is this? Excuse me. Is that Turkey? What is this country? Well, y'all can't see my cursor. I know that Turkey borders a sea, but I think that the big one between the two seas, that's Turkey. It's Russia. Yeah, Turkey's the big one. The big Turkey. Is it Georgia? The real Georgia. That's right. You know, you think Georgia? You probably may not know. I have a story about Georgia. You want to hear my Georgia story that happened this week? So I've been, with IELTS, a big part of what I do day to day is I take the students' registration paperwork. Yeah, Georgia's above Florida. Duh. But we had some Indian students that live in the state of Georgia, and they emailed me and they told me that they had made a mistake on their address on their application, and they had put that the state that they lived in was the United States and the country that they lived in was Georgia. And so then my assistant and I were talking, like, how great would it be if Georgia actually had, like, a province or something called the USA or the United States or something? I thought that'd be funny. This country is that Uruguay? Because I don't think it's any of those other ones. What is it, Bruno? It's Uruguay. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. Okay, we always get this one, and I always forget what it is. It's not Saudi Arabia. Is this Oman? Oman. You think so too, Mino? You think it's Oman? Former Brazilian state. Oh no, it was the UAE. It was the UAE. We got Libya already. Whoops. Get out of here. Libya. This is Belize. We always get this one wrong, right? This is Belize. Yeah. We always get it wrong, and we still get it wrong. Ouch. Okay, this is the UAE, you guys. So, okay, let's take a look at this map so that way maybe we can remember it. The UAE is kind of in the shape of a V, and it's east of Saudi Arabia, and it's like the northern one of those other two. Okay, so it's the UAE. That's Malta. The Isle of Malta. And this is now Guatemala. Let's also remember this one, even though we've done this before. Guatemala borders Mexico. Guatemala borders Mexico, you guys. Guatemala borders Mexico. And it looks like a little turtle. Like here's its shell and a little foot and the head sticking out. Alright, Guatemala. What? We got two in a row. This one is Somalia. Somalia? Yep. This one is Honduras. I don't remember. It's not Guatemala. We know that. So we have a 75% chance of getting it right. May, hello. El Salvador. El Salvador time. Hello, May. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's your dad's country. Yay. Awesome. You can maybe help us with the middle America then, because we're really bad at that. We're bad at Africa and Middle America. Central America. Why am I calling it Middle America? All right, what is this? Is this the Ukraine? Oh, Belarus. Okay. Belarus. Hey, Lucky 7 is back too. Yay. This is that Israel? It's so tiny. I can't tell. There's like 4 little tiny countries there. They're so tiny. Belarus is White Russia. Which one is this? It's so little bitty. It's not Egypt, but is it Israel, Lebanon, or Jordan? Jordan. Why did I say all of those weird? My brain is getting sleepy. Good thing I got 15 minutes left. We're going to play for 5 more minutes, and then we're going to do some IRL chat in the beginning. Yeah, you always get them mixed up. I do too. So some people are saying Lebanon. Some people are saying Israel. Which one is it? Not Lebanon. I don't think so. I've been there. Is it that tiny? I think it may be Israel. Israel is a really tiny little country. Yes, it was Israel. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, this country. This is Sri Lanka, right? We've had this one before. I learned today a fun fact about Sri Lanka that I did not know. You know the band MIA that does Paper Planes? They're from Sri Lanka. So next time you hear it on Shane's channel, Shane Langer, not my Shane, because he plays it on there all the friggin' time, you could be like, hey, this is Sri Lankan music. All right. Okay, this one, this is bad. Which one is this? Is it Iraq, Iran, or Afghanistan? It's not Turkmenistan. No, that's not a story time. That was just like a fun fact. I just learned that this morning. I thought it was cool. All I want to do is and ting and take your money. All I want to do is and take your money. Okay, you all say Iran. I vote yes to Proposition Iran. This is not Somalia. Is this Kenya? Because Kenya is kind of over there on the east side. T-Stan. Kenya. Oh, that's the same person. For the troll value. Okay, I think Kenya too. Oh, what is this one? I don't know. Is this... I think I remember that we learned that Algeria was really tiny. Is that Algeria? Are we sure? Or is it Senegal? The world may never know. Mauritania? Lucky 7, how good are you at Africa? I trust you on European stuff. What about Africa? How good are you at Africa? I'm gonna screw things up and say Mali. I was honestly kind of thinking Mali too. But I don't know. I'm just guessing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know this one. Algeria. So I'm really bad. So we literally have like a vote for everyone. But we do have 2 votes for 3. Okay, Algeria. It was Mauritania. Is this Sierra Leone? I think maybe so. Cote d'Ivoire is a little smaller than that. But it could be Liberia. Liberia and Sierra Leone are very close to each other. Womp womp. Yes. What do you all think? Yes, you were right, Lucky 7. You should take more pride in your African knowledge. Why the y'all hype, Rionel? Why you y'all hyping? Okay, so we're thinking Sierra Leone. Oh, you wanted to show May? Yeah, May, we've got emotes. Yeah. We got badges too. Rionel's showing off his badge. His little speech bubble. Yeah. I saw it somewhere. I've been showing it off since I got them because I really do love it. The only emote that I knew I wanted was the y'all emote because I feel like that's, you know, it's good to have emotes that aren't just good for your channel, but ones that you can use on other places. Y'all is one of those, at least for me. I say y'all a lot, so it works. Okay, so 1 vote for Cote d'Ivoire. I don't think it's Cote d'Ivoire. I think Cote d'Ivoire is super small. I think that we've learned that before. I think it may be Sierra Leone. But I'm just guessing. Let's see, we're at 1620. Let's go to 1650 and then stop there. All right, let's just do Sierra Leone. It was Liberia. None of us thought it was Liberia. This one we got, right? This was Kenya. Oh no, it was a different country. Uh-oh. They're just throwing us with all the African ones all at the same time. All right, what is this one? Is this Malawi? This is really tiny. North to south. Ah, sorry. I was too excited. I think Tanzania is bigger than that. I think Tanzania is quite large. Mio says Malawi. I kind of think it's Malawi. I feel like the other 3 are bigger. Oh, I'm going with Malawi. It was Malawi. Good job. Good job, guys. Now this one, this is tiny. This is like Cote d'Ivoire size. Which one of these is it? Guinea-Bissau? I feel like the tinier the country, the longer the name, right? Like, we haven't had my favorite one yet. We haven't had Seychelles. I should have asked Estrella when she was here about Seychelles. Hey, that's right. All right. We learned this was Mauritania. Is that Swaziland? That's Swaziland, isn't it? That's Swaziland. Yeah. All right, now, is this the one we just had? No, it's a different one, isn't it? Oh, it's so hard. Is that one Liberia? Is that the one that we just had? Oh, also, we've totally passed 1650. Let's just go to 1700 now. Okay. Okay, so this is Kenya. Yes? Yes, Kenya? I want to ask before I do it. Okay, no, it's not. Is this Ethiopia? Okay. Okay. 2 more. This is, it's not Guatemala. Is this El Salvador? May? Is this El Salvador? It was El Salvador. Okay. And then this one we got earlier. This was Trinidad and Tobago, right? Or is that Guyana? This is the last one. We gotta make this one count. Oh, that's right. Pirates. All right, good. We got to 1,700, you guys. That is a great place to stop. And we got 8 minutes till 1,700 grains of rice. Give yourselves a hand. Very nice. Very nice. That's good. I think that the most we've had, I actually saw, let me go back here. I think it has like a record of, yeah, see, we can see how many we've done. Oh, wait, no, this is by subject. I thought it was by day. Just kidding. What's the subject I've made the least on? Latin. I tried Latin. I got 10 grains of rice. Literature, we got 30. Famous paintings, we got 60. Famous quotations, 140. Multiplication, 190. World capitals, 260. 280. 300. 420. And then 1640. Because, yeah, I've done more Spanish in the past. I was trying to brush up on my Spanish by doing that. And then, of course, English vocabulary is good. But I think we did a good job today. We learned a lot of words. We covered some grammar. We tried the famous quotes. Didn't do so well. And then we did countries. So I think that's a good day of free ricing. Some good free ricing right there. Okay. Yay. Did you all enjoy the free rice? I'm going to go ahead and close this. I have to keep that open. Free Rice Friday! Yes, it's great. It's great. Yes. Okay. Oh, May, now that you're here, I wanted to do... Oh, my hair looks fantastic. Oh, I look just a spitting image of fashion right now. Shane said I look like a bum. I'm a cute bum. Oh, man. The bandana is awesome. I'm representing the Crips, apparently, according to my coworker. I don't know how things work. Flip what? I don't know what you're saying. Flip what? I don't know. I'm a cute bum. That's right. I'm the cutest bum that there ever was. So I thought I'd give you a baby bump update. You want to see the baby bump? Because I feel like it actually looks like a baby bump right now. Though I'm in the weird stage. I mean, every stage of pregnancy I think is weird. Like, the bump is getting big enough that it's like moving around my organs and stuff, which is something that I didn't know about, but like it makes sense. So I have like growing pains in my stomach. And so there's this weird thing happening where I can't tell, like the baby is still really low. So the baby bump is mostly in like my tummy area, like below the belly button. But I feel like I have a lot more fat above the belly button, and I think it's because the baby bump is pushing the fat up. So I kind of have like a muffin top thing going on. But I was saying earlier that I think before I just looked fat, and now I look pregnant. Like, it's starting to, I'm becoming more front heavy. Okay, let me just show you. I'll just show you the baby bump. I'll just show you. I think was this the same shirt I was wearing when I did the last baby bump update? I don't remember. Anyway, I have to burp. I think I do. Maybe I don't. This is what life is like now. Okay, let's see. So, there you go. So this is like the fat part that I feel like is just getting big. But now, like, this is all, like, this is definitely baby bump right here. Like, so all this, and I feel like just in the past week, like, I've gotten a lot bigger. Ta-da. There it is. In all its glory. Yay. Oh, there you go. Can I feel the baby as it shifts? I've only felt the baby kick, like, that one time on my birthday. I've rolled over my blanket. That's what I'm trying to do. Or that's what I'm trying to fix. But I had this weird sensation the other day when I was getting ready for bed. I was laying flat and like I could tell the baby was moving, but I couldn't feel, like when I put my hand over it, I couldn't feel anything. But like I could tell it was moving around in there. So I don't quite know what that was about, but I have heard and read that I should start feeling the baby moving like way more in the second trimester. So, yeah, it's good. But I was saying at the beginning of the stream that I was reading on my little pregnancy app thingy that I can expect to be like 3 times bigger within the next 2 weeks. And I feel like this week was the beginning of it because I feel like it was just like, whoa, out of nowhere, I have a big old baby bump. So it's just weird, and I feel like it, I feel like my gravity is shifting too, like, and that's a weird thing. Like I feel like I'm doing the pregnancy wobble kind of thing when you're walking. I feel like I can't really, I don't know, I just feel like I wobble everywhere. So it's all good. Yeah, Rhett and Link starts this weekend. Like I said, I'm way behind on my YouTube stuff. In fact, I don't know who's streaming. We should probably figure out who we're going to raid. But I kind of wish less people I know would raid so that I could watch more YouTube. I've gotten so behind on my YouTube stuff. I also am a little sniffly, which makes me concerned. I have a coworker who is sick. I tried to Germ-X like around her as much as I could. But it wasn't so good. Okay, so the only person I really see worth raiding is Blue. Do you all see anybody else? Vat is on? Oh, Vat is on. I just totally missed that. Yeah, we should raid Vat. And Ace. How many viewers are on Ace's channel? I don't follow Ace. Maybe we should raid Ace just so I can follow him. There are 7. 7. Yeah, I see 6 on Vat, 21 on Blue. Let's just go raid Vat. Yeah, he's trying for affiliate. He needs them. Let's go. Let's raid Vat. Let's just do that. Okay, and I have to make sure I spell it right. So thanks again for coming today. Make sure I spelled it right. Vat, GH3RN. Yeah. Okay, and just go over there with the Logolept raid, and if you've got the y'all emotes, spam them. That'll be great. And he's playing Cuphead, so that'll be good. I wonder how much he's raging right now. I'm gonna eat some Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna get in the bed, and I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to sleep in like 2 hours. Thank you all so much for participating, especially Mino and Rionel. You all were like the MVP. Yeah, I'm hydrating. I got it. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. Bye. I hit myself in the nose. Bye. Yay.